Sarah, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. So obviously I don't look like what I look like in the thumbnail. I get that, I know. So I am sitting down to edit this video right now, and apparently the first 15 minutes are gone. Why? I don't know. I guess that is just my horrible luck. I film a video where I really like the look and how it all ends, but apparently I just don't know how to film the first 10-15 minutes where I explain the foundation and primers and what you should put on your skin for an outdoor concert, which I thought was kind of important considering this is inspired by an outdoor concert. I guess I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I thought I was filming, but it's gone, so I'm going to give you the short Spark Note summary. This video is inspired by Vans Warped Tour and punk rock in general. I'm going to be attending Vans Warped Tour on Sunday, which is 2 days from the day that this goes up. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, so like tomorrow is when this video is going to go up, so it's like 3 days from today. I'm going to be at Vans Warped Tour at Shakopee, Minnesota, which is right outside the Bloomington, Minneapolis area. What is Vans Warped Tour for those of you who don't know? I guess the easiest way in my mind to explain it is punk rock Coachella, and it's even like harder than that because there are harder bands than just like punk rock, punk pop, like Fall Out Boy, Simple Plan, Blink-182, Newfound Glory, Sum 41, the Ataris. Like that's like punk rock at its finest in my opinion, but then there's like some that are harder than that, and then like We the Kings, who are a little bit softer than that, are going to be there. They have 5 different stages set up and they've got bands going at them all day. I'm so excited for it. But let me go through the short part about my foundation. So the first thing I said was, if you're going to be outside all day, make sure you put on a thin layer of sunscreen before you put on your primers, because you're going to be in the sun all day. You don't want your face to be fried, because by the end of the day you're going to be crabby. Well, at least I get crabby, and your skin is going to be tight and uncomfortable. So I highly recommend using a sunscreen underneath your primers and stuff. So then after you go in with your sunscreen, which I don't have mine right now, I think I've already packed it away. Go in with your primer. The primer that I use is the Wet n Wild matte primer, because this one works for me and I want my skin to stay matte. I am an oily person, like on a day-to-day basis. You can probably tell, even my hair is starting to look just so great. I know, I look so worn down. It's been a long day, okay? So anyway, I go in with this, but if there's a primer that you like better than this one, of course use that. I would highly recommend not experimenting with a new foundation if you're going to be at an outdoor concert all day, just because you don't know what it's going to do and how it's going to perform on you. So I personally use one that I would always love and trust. For me, that is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I love this foundation so much. It gives a flawless coverage. It's not heavy. I also use a beauty blender with it because I think that buffs it into the skin and just gives you that airbrushed like look, and it just looks really good. After that, conceal. I use the Kat Von D the Lock-It Tattoo Concealer. It just works really well for me. It's a good shade for underneath my eyes, and I know it's going to stay put all day and not start to look gross by the end of it, so that's a good thing. And then after that, of course, set your foundation. I also bake my concealer just because I really want it to lock in how white it is, and also because if I do a darker eyeshadow look, I didn't do it in this video, but it just definitely made me realize I should have. I'll leave the extra powder underneath so that way when I sweep it off, any loose eyeshadows will fall into it and come off as well. And then set the rest of your face. I love the NYX Set It and Don't Fret It powder. It's just my all-time favorite. It keeps me matte and it's really good. And so then for bronzer, I use the Kat Von D Shade Light palette because I know it's gonna last on me. Out of all of the bronzers that I own, that one is, I go in between 2 shades. So there's a cool tone one that I use to really like kind of chisel out my cheekbones. I don't have it on today. I have Wet n Wild bronzer on today. I don't know. So I use that, and then I'll use the warmer tone to kind of bronze up my skin and make it a little bit more glowy. And then I will use a Kat Von D blush, Samson and Delilah. It's my favorite blush of all time, and I know it's gonna last, so that's why I use those. For a highlight, I think I waited until the end of the video, but I will say right now that I definitely recommend the NYX highlighter palette because you get a really good shade range in here. And then a setting spray, I use the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Setting Spray just because, again, it works really well for me. And I also lost a clip where I said the way that I apply my makeup and just kind of the overall feel of this look is 100% inspired by Kitty Snack. She did a tutorial called Not Your Mother's Smoky Eye, and it was super cool, and I wouldn't say it inspired me to make this video, but when I decided I wanted to make this video, like the technique and kind of just the not the colors, because she used some different colors than me, but her technique in creating that look, and then of course like the black all over the eye and like the glitter, like that sort of idea, that's where I took a lot of inspiration for what I'm doing. So this concept is not exactly my own, like how I apply the eyeshadows, but I did come up with the colors on my own. But again, it is very similar to what she did. I will link that either in a card. I say that, but I always forget to link the cards. I'll link it down in the bottom bar for sure. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. I always use the Milani eyeshadow primer. I think it works really well. And after I apply that, I will set it with my powder brush and whatever else is left on it. The reason why I do that is because everybody has seen before where they're like dragging marks and stuff, and I found that a good way to kind of try and combat that and like stop that from happening is to go in with a powder and just kind of set this down before you go in with your shadows. And then while that's setting down, I am going to go ahead and go in and fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to either use my ABH Dip Brow or my Ulta Brow Pomade. I got my brows threaded, and while they are like the same shape, just a little more defined, I'm working with a lot less hair because when you get your brows threaded, they don't just like pull out the extra like baby hairs. They like trim and make them look really nice. So I have a lot less hair in my eyebrows, which is fine. They look fine. So I will be right back with my eyelids primed and my brows on. Okay, so my brows are on. They're not twins, they're sisters, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in though now so you can see. Originally, I did want to go in with like a hot pink color for what I'm gonna be doing because I use purples all the time, and I thought hot pink would be just so cool. I don't have a hot pink. So instead I am gonna be using, I think I'm just gonna go with purple because purple is my color, and so I am gonna jump around from palette to palette. I'm sorry I'm not staying in one. I hate it so much when I watch a video. People can't stay in one palette, so like if it annoys you guys, I am so sorry. I get it. So the first shade I'm gonna go in with is from the BH Foil Eyes 28 color palette, and it is this purple shade down here. Ignore my nails, I'm getting them done tomorrow. But you may or may not have seen this one on my channel before. So what we're gonna do with this one is go in with a fluffy blending transition brush, and we're gonna use this shadow as if it were like a transition color. Yeah, a lot of people love to hate on Nickelback. I like them. Yes, I've got some weird stuff going on right here, but we'll get that cleaned up. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean, and I'm gonna put it all over my eye. After that, I'm gonna go in with a black eyeshadow. The shadow I'm gonna be using is the Lorac Pro Black Shadow. Also, I'm doing this one at a time because I don't think that these are gonna set, the NYX Jumbo Pencil is gonna set too fast, but just in case, I'm doing it one at a time. Okay, so it didn't go horribly. I am going to go ahead and go in with my blending brush with the purple on it to try and use this a little bit. And I am going to go back in with some of the purple. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. So I will be right back when that is done. I should have thought of this beforehand. Wait until you have this on to put on your actual makeup, like your face makeup, but I wasn't thinking, I mean, it happens, that's life, it happens. So I am going to try and brush away some of this black eyeshadow. I am going to go in with a clean blending brush and just blend a little bit of this purple because I want it blended, or I want it kind of higher up, but I also want it to look diffused. Thing I'm gonna do is go in Essence Metal Shock Shadow. This is in the shade Galaxy Rocks. This one is like purple with, or it's like silver kind of with like a purple tone to it. That's what it looks like, and then obviously it comes in these tubes. You guys know I love these things so much. I'm not gonna take this directly onto my eyelid though. I feel like that would just be a disaster. So what I'm gonna do is just take this itself, and then I'm gonna take another brush, like a very flat brush like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the black. And then just make sure you're taking your time to blend, because if you take your time to blend, typically things will start to look a lot better. If you think they look kind of messy, just go in with blending brushes and just blend things out. I promise it'll usually work out pretty well. I feel like after I applied that and I went in with a couple of different blending brushes, it did really kind of help to blend that out seamlessly. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with an eyeliner, and I am going to do a line of eyeliner. I know that might seem stupid because the eyeshadow is black, but I would like to use eyeliner. Okay, so now that that is on, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off camera, put on some mascara, false lashes, and let my dog out, and I'll be right back. Yes, I'm actually gonna wear false lashes. I think that that would be a fun addition to this pretty dramatic look. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my lashes on. I am gonna tell you all right now, my mood has gone down drastically. Oh my god, my foot is already bruising. I wish I would have gotten it on camera because I'm sure that was pretty funny to see my reaction. I just rolled over my big toe and the toe next to my big toe with a rolly chair. And the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put in some black liner in my lower waterline. I'm just gonna go in with my and then after that, I'm going to take a smaller, sort of a smudgy brush like this with the same purple shade, and that's just going to go on my lower lash line. I'm so sorry that my mood is just completely dropped, but I am in a lot of pain right now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that same Metal Shock Shadow by Essence, and I'm gonna put a little bit just in the middle down below. I'm not gonna go in with any black liner though. And then mascara on my lower lashes. Alright, there's that. I am going to go in my inner corner and highlight though. I know. How many more steps can she do? Out of that same BH shadow palette, this icy white color right here. This one up here at the top. And then I'm going to spray it with some setting spray just to make sure that it really comes to life. Oh my god, I think I broke my toe. And then I'm going to put on a lipstick. I think you could do one of two things here. You could do a nude lipstick, or you could do a really dark and bold lipstick. I think I'm going to try this one first. This is Broadway by Kiss, and this is a true matte in the shade Chalice. We're just going to see how this looks. Hopefully I like it. I think I'm going to add some black to it just because my eye look is more purple based, and I thought this had some black to it. This is also a Broadway Colors true matte. This is in the shade Blackest Black. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, but at the beginning I did say I was going to wait to do a highlighter because I wasn't sure how I wanted my highlight to look with this, and I am glad I waited because I was going to go in with a warmer toned highlight, but I want to go in with a cooler tone. I would use the purple one in this palette, but I don't really care for it, so I'm going to go ahead and use this icy tone. I don't really care for it on. Here is our completed look. Oh my god, you guys, I am in love with how this looks. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to turn out. My advice for you, if you're going to try and recreate something like this, is to just take your time and blend it out, because I know it did not look this good in this blended the whole entire time. I had to go in and blend and add different colors and just layer. So just take your time with it and you'll wind up with something pretty cool. I'm about ready to go take like 15,000 selfies. So that's fun. I also want to say that if you're going to an outdoor concert, you really don't need to wear this much makeup. It's gonna probably be hot and sweaty unless you look at the weather and it's supposed to be nice that day. I am probably not gonna wear this much makeup, if I'm being completely honest, on the day that I actually go to Warped Tour. This is just inspired by Warped Tour and like the bands that are gonna be there and just kind of what it's all about and stuff. And yeah, I wanted to do something kind of fun for Warped Tour, thinking about Warped Tour, because I'm not gonna wear makeup like this on the actual day I go, but I figured it would be fun. And if anybody's going after, because this is gonna go up on Friday, if anybody's gonna go in any of those following days, then maybe this will be helpful or beneficial to some of you. So that was kind of the goal of this. I'm sorry if you already went. It also kind of is like punk rock inspired too, so if you're gonna go see a punk rock band or something, maybe this could be helpful to you. And you don't need the exact shadows or products that I use. You need a purple or like whatever color you need, a black smudger. You can even use an eyeliner and then some glitter, really, and then eyeliner and mascara, and you're good to go. What would your guys' dream Warped Tour lineup be? Mine would be Simple Plan, who's going to be there, Bowling for Soup, who is not going to be at the show I'm going to, Sum 41, who's not going to be at the show I'm going to. In a Crazy World, Blink 182 would be one. In a Crazy World, My Chemical Romance would be one. Paramore would be one. Fall Out Boy would be one. Ooh, the Ataris, New Found Glory all of like the OG bands. Good Charlotte, I am so sad that Good Charlotte's not gonna be on Warped Tour. Alright, well I'm gonna go. I have a hair appointment. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, click subscribe so we can hang out some more, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!